Hello everybody and welcome back to another exciting episode of Kingdom Hearts Re-Chain of Memories.
Re-chain.
The
Of
Re-Chain.
memories. And then we'll put a few games in between this, and then sooner or later you're gonna get to see the disappointing 3. Dude, you were so excited.
I was!
You were like, I want to do it right away, oh my god, it's great! And I was like, let's just wait. And you're like, you're right. The game sucks. It doesn't matter. The game sucks.
I know, I was hoping for so much.
I think we underestimate just how much money goes into actually making a game look good.
Yeah.
And you don't have anything else in your fucking budget. Which is why we got less worlds.
Well, just, I don't want to get too far into it, but just Square Enix as a company is getting really bad. Like, awful.
It has been for years.
I mean, I know some people who were even like, that Stranger in Paradise Final Fantasy was bad. You know what I mean? Like, it was boring, and people didn't like it, and it's a prequel to Final Fantasy 1.
Really?
Yeah, so like, I don't know, and all they cared about was the goddamn graphics and how it looked, and the gameplay suffered from it. It was bad. Like, people were like, this is boring as shit. And then they made Babylon's Fall, which is apparently another garbage game, tier game that you'd never want to play, and they tried to shove out, you know, $60 for it. They had problems with the Avengers game, you know, where people were angry about that because the microtransactions that went into that was like unreal. It was a pay-to-play game.
Yeah.
And not only that, but then on top of everything else, Square Enix is dumping everything into NFTs. I don't know if you are familiar.
I don't know. I was confused when I saw that in South Park exactly what that's about. Because remember Butter was hustling everybody.
Yeah.
I'm like, alright, there's little graphic characters for what I don't understand. I didn't understand.
So, I don't... big, huge, giant asterisk disclaimer. I don't know enough about NFTs. Do not...
Well, you know more than that.
I know nothing.
So.
We need CP.
CP.
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah, look at us.
Switch that to an HP. So basically, first of all, let me state that I am against NFTs. Okay? So I'm going to say negative things about them. There are some people who are for NFTs, and I understand why they are for NFTs. NFTs, the idea and concept behind it is basically like, let's say an artist, like a famous artist, somebody who made the Mona Lisa. Who made the Mona Lisa? It doesn't matter.
Is that Da Vinci?
It doesn't matter. I think it was Da Vinci, but it honestly doesn't matter. Let's say that artist made 6 different Mona Lisas, all with different women. Okay?
Okay.
Like, it's the same portrait, just a different woman was drawn each time.
Okay.
An NFT is you digitally own that piece of art, that specific one, and no one else can have it. It can never be made again. It can never be recreated. It belongs to you.
Okay.
So because of its rarity, it can come up to the millions of dollars. You know what I mean? Because it's the only one in existence.
Alright.
So artists view it as this is a good thing. This means my art can't be stolen. It's sold to the correct person. They own it forever, and it's good. The problem is because it's also, NFTs are a cryptocurrency. If you're familiar with Bitcoin or anything like that, it takes processing power and damages the environment in order to create these NFTs and for people to own them and to mine the cryptocurrency used to purchase the things. So not only are they bad for the environment, but they're also like, you're paying thousands of dollars for a picture of a goofy looking monkey. You know what I mean? Like, it's yes, you own that goofy looking monkey. You know what I mean? It's yours. No one else can have it. But somebody made the comment, you know, you can always just, it's on the internet, you can always just right click save.
Oh yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So it's not foolproof. And so people were finding a lot of issues with it because it was like, have you heard about that one guy who bought the one guy's tweet and sold it for like thousands of dollars? Like, he owned that tweet. You know what I mean?
No, I didn't hear about
it's stuff like that. I don't get it.
God.
I don't understand the appeal. And then companies started getting on board and being like, oh, well, like, Burger King, you can download a Whopper NFT, and it's your
What the
Whopper. Like, no one else can.
It's your Whopper. This whole thing is so stupid.
So, I think it's goofy as shit. Like, that's why I'm
One of
against
my
it.
butters was ruining people's lives with this. It makes sense now. I wasn't understanding
I sold
that.
my whole house just to have this little picture of this little dog. You know what I mean? Like,
I didn't understand.
yeah.
Well, unlike you, I don't understand the reason for doing
so
it.
I don't
Unless you
understand.
like want to resell it to somebody else gullible for even more money.
Right. That's what a
the
lot of
only
people are
reason I
doing.
could-
And I think people who have millions and millions of dollars were honestly, this is my opinion, I honestly think they were using it for like money laundering and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Like, oh, here, I'll give you this. It's worth this much. You know what I mean? Give me money. And so Square Enix is full on NFTs. So to give you an example of how NFTs would work for video games, it'd be like, say in Fortnite, you have a skin. That's your skin. No one else can have that skin.
One of a kind skin.
Right. Just because it looks a little different. You know what I mean?
That makes more sense than just a little picture I can look at. At least
Well,
I can
yeah.
use it in a game.
But that's the best way to explain it. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Would be basically that would be your piece of art that belongs to you and no one else can have it. But Square Enix is so into the NFTs that recently in the news, I don't know if you heard about this, they recently sold the rights to Tomb Raider for NFTs. They bought a bunch of
I have a
NFTs.
one-of-a-kind Lara Croft that has different colored shorts instead of the normal Lara Croft.
But they actually sold her. Square Enix does not own Tomb Raider anymore. They sold it to a different company in exchange for a bunch of NFTs. Yeah, it's bad. Like they're starting to become a real bad laughingstock.
That's silly.
In between, like this new Kingdom Hearts release, which just doesn't look very good, and this Kingdom Hearts 4. You know what I mean?
Well, we didn't get enough glimpse of what it is. So
Yeah.
I would need more of a legit trailer, but we
Yeah.
better not. See, I mean,
Oh, we did. Yeah, we did.
do we have more hooded people?
Probably.
Are we done with them?
No,
I was gonna say I didn't actually beat 3, and I didn't know if you
Yeah.
wanted to
No,
spoil
there's
it
still
before
some
we
of
played it. Like,
So there's still a few of them alive at the end of 3. So.
I want a new.
Antagonist, yes.
Yeah, after 2, it should have been something different.
Yeah.
You want to make it a new group of something, that's fine, but just like it really felt like everything we did was pointless. So we need to get past the hooded guys.
Yeah. I agree. Do something different. I even liked it back in Kingdom Hearts 1 where, yes, I know Ansem was the big bad guy, but you had Maleficent. In 2, you had Maleficent and Pete. You know what I mean? Like, they were at least some Disney villains. You know what I mean?
Which you could do that, but you would need all new different movies. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Not redo the old ones.
No, yeah, I'm ready for some new worlds, too.
New worlds. It should always be new worlds at this point.
Yeah.
Give me my elevator. Elevator? Elevator? Where is my elevator?
I don't know. Oh,
There it is. Over here. Square Enix has been bad for years.
Yeah, it's just been...
When it all comes down to it, fuck graphics!
Yeah.
I would rather play a game with better gameplay and story than it looked pretty.
And Square Enix used to be known for their stories. They're huge RPGs and they're good stories. And now it just seems like game graphics first of all, and then gameplay is their second. You know, the story seems to be the last thing on their mind.
Yeah, anytime I talk to anybody and they're like they played a new game, it's always the first thing out of their mouth.
Is the
graphics are great.
Yeah.
I don't care about that. That's not a good review to me. Tell me more
Right.
about the actual game. And then everything's sandbox games and all the trends and
Yeah.
it's gonna get to a point where we can't play anything past 2019 because all the games are sandbox games.
I actually didn't get a chance really to talk about it, but I actually finished the Horizon Zero Dawn sequel, Horizon Forbidden West, and aside from it's a very pretty game, I'll say it, it's pretty. And it's a sandbox, so you're doing the same thing 90 times, you know what I mean, to do all the quests and everything. But the story was awful. They ruined the main character from the first game. And everybody's saying that. That's not just me. That's a lot of people were very upset with how she acted in the sequel. Very unlike the character. Very just, you know, I don't know. But
that stuff's important.
Yeah.
That stuff's very important. Jesus Christ.
I keep telling people too, I haven't played an amazing game for a long time. It's been a while. It's been a hot minute since I've been like, oh my god, this is one of my favorite games of all time.
Yeah, I don't feel like that about any
recent release.
No,
yeah.
and I never get excited for new games. I don't really pay attention to what is new.
Or if I do get excited, it's like I got to play this really cool little indie game that we'll never play for the channel. You know what I mean? Like, that's fun and interesting to do. But that's it. Because right now, I've mostly been playing a... the only things I've been playing is... Dead God. What? I don't remember the first... I don't remember the beginning name of it. What is it called? Hold on. I have the thing on my phone that tells me. Curse of the Dead Gods. Which is like a Hades clone. It's like you run around and go through the dungeon changes every time, and your weapons change every time, every run.
That sounds
you know, and it's a completely
we're
different game every time.
We're gonna bitch more about how we hate modern times and everything about it.
Next
Everything
time.
sucks. Games, movies aren't original anymore. Don't even get me started on music.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
All right. We'll see you guys next time.